HG. This week, we are continuing our series on what marketing strategies are most effective for small businesses. Specifically, we will be looking at word of mouth marketing and the true power of referrals. A 2021 study by the Gustavus School of Business indicates that there has been a dramatic shift in buyer behavior. Traditionally, brand was the most important aspect. However, recent trends have shown that people are more likely to buy from those they trust rather than purchase based on brand alone. So that brings us to know, like, trust factors. Does your client know you? Do they like you? And do they trust you? If so, they are more likely to purchase from you. Too bad there isn't some sort of cheat code to increase your speed at which you can become known, liked, and trusted. But wait, there is. You need to ask yourself, for every prospect, do you know and do they know you? Do they like you? Do they trust you? If not, you need to move to that next step. Now think about an existing client. Know, check. Like, check. Trust, check. So what if they were to recommend you to a colleague, friend, or family member? That new person automatically knows, check, likes, check, trusts, double check. After all, their friend trusts you enough to recommend you. They will trust you too. Oh, and P.S., that new client, customer, or prospect, you didn't have to spend a penny to gain their business. So, how do you get referrals? Here are 3 quick strategies. First, offer incentives to your existing customers, clients, and patients. Maybe you're a service garage. Give them a free tire rotation if they refer someone. Or maybe you're a dentist. A 20% discount on teeth whitening services could be what drives your current clients to refer. Maybe it's 20% for both the referrer and the referee. That way, a new patient comes to you for a tooth whitening, but you can't really do that without a limited exam. You now have the chance to turn that referred prospect into a repeat patient. Second, ask. All too often as business owners, we are too afraid or too shy to ask for a referral. Stop. It isn't sleazy. It isn't improper. It's part of business. If you have a customer that is exceptionally happy with your service, simply ask them, who do you know who would also benefit from a similar product or service? Would you mind recommending them to us? Third, provide exceptional service. Without exceptional service, you can offer all the incentives, ask for all the referrals you can. You may not retain that customer, let alone get them to refer more. Every customer, client, patient, and even prospect you interact with is a potential walking advertisement for your business. How do we know if our strategies are building referrals are working? Test and measure. Track referrals. Simply ask, how did you hear about us? Second, monitor customer satisfaction. Measure your ROI. Let's go back to that dentist example. Let's say you charge $100 for a teeth whitening service. I have no idea. I'm just using simple numbers for illustration because I'm doing math in my head. And your cost is $50. Your margin is thus $50 or 50%. If you have a 20% referral discount, your margin would be $30. $100 minus 20% equals $80 minus the $50 cost equals $30 or 30%. That may seem like a big hit at first, but look at your cost of patient acquisition. How much do you typically spend to get a new client? I suspect that it's more than $20. Here are 3 case studies. First, a coffee shop that offered a referral discount to existing customers. They ended up increasing their sales revenue by 20% in 3 months. Second, a wedding planner used word-of-mouth customer testimonials to get more referrals and increased her bookings by 50% in 6 months. And finally, a nail salon that offered a free service to any of their existing clients that brought a new customer with them to their next visit. This helped them increase their sales by 30% in 2 months. More impressively, of those clients that came in as part of the promotion, 82% of them were retained as future clients and came back. So they weren't just wasting money on a referral program and never seeing that client again. They became consistent clients. So How can you mess this up? We're all going to mess things up. This isn't an exception. But first, you don't ask for referrals. It's easy and you lose nothing by doing it. Second, you aren't providing value or good customer service to your existing clients. Why would they refer you? And third, not testing and measuring. Not every referral program you put in place will work, but will you know that if you don't actually test and measure? You have to test and measure. To conclude, do something. Nothing is going to be perfect. That is fine. Often, we find a win in the imperfection. Don't wait for 6 months while you figure out the best, most perfect plan. You'll lose customers while you wait. Test and measure. I think I've mentioned that before. And connect with your clients, your patients, your customers. Get to know what motivates them. We're all reflections of our surroundings. If your client is motivated by something, there is a good chance that their social circles will be as well. Learn it and use it. See you next week.